doing a lot of bouncing around, mostly boss killing, and we got to grab a couple things before we start killing bosses. But just to recap, um, my last stream, I believe we picked up smithings 1 through 6, and 1 through 4 can be bought from EG or found the way I showed previously. 5 and 6 are found over this way. Pretty easy to get. We're working on the 7th, and in order to get the 7th now, because they patched the jump, that's 7 right there staring straight at it. We got to beat this boss, but in order to beat this boss, we got to beat another boss so that we can be at our strongest. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go and do. I want to go upgrade the seal real quick that we're going to be using. Let me... We may or may not die, it's hard to say. Let's see if that's enough to get our upgrades to 6. Let's see what our scaling is. 182. Let's go ahead and put on our memorize spells. Gotta buy spells from this dude. So we are going to go and grab another spell. We're going to go grab Golden Vow. So we'll go back to Volcano Manor. If you're not going to go into Faith at all, a good alternative is to get the Ash of War. And that's right over by where we got our red summon sign. Well, fastest way to this, I believe, is to go grab this golden seed, grab the map fragment, and then boogie towards just keep on running here in a second. Hopefully I don't die. This thing always gets me when I'm streaming, but never gets me when I'm not streaming. There we go, he shouldn't get me now. Oh no, I just killed myself. Oh well. There's like a small delay, almost like it doesn't register the button presses. It's alright. We're right where we want to be anyways. Where are you? Why are my souls up there? So weird. Oh wow. It's gonna make me go up there. Yeah, see, that doesn't generally happen. It's no biggie. Now that we got our souls. I want to say we go here. Yeah, there should be a bridge. And we just jump the bridge. Forget this guy for now. He shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we jump this bridge. And we're going to get kicked off our horse because we're going to get invaded. The dog shouldn't bother us because beast torch is out. We can kill this chick if we want, but we don't have to. There's Golden Vow. We're just going to make a run for the big ladder over here on our right. And once we get up there, we can just keep running. And she should disappear and go back to her own world. But she's a quick one. Yeah. Big thing to watch out for is that guy. Oh boy. There we go. We're safe. See, she'll chase us up. But as long as we keep running, we can get rid of her. Longest ladders in the world belong to this game. So as soon as we get over by this bonfire here to the left, she'll likely disappear and go back to her own world. Yeah, see? And we're golden. Go ahead and grab these real quick. I think it's a smithing 6. You can get right up here too for free. Yeah, smithing 6. Alright, so now that we got Golden Vow, this is what we are going to do. We're going to put the Faith Knot Crystal Tier in. We're going to get our next Wondrous Physic part here in a second. We are going to put on, we'll put on Golden Vow and this guy. Yeah. Don't need a fireball. Fireballs miss too much. Put that guy on. Golden Vow. And Hollow Shabriri. And now that we have that, we are going to fast travel to Rotview Balcony. We'll hop on our horse and head towards the Erd Tree. And you guys are gonna love this. So there's our dude down there that we're trying to hit. And we are gonna drink our Wondrous Physic. We're going to use Golden Vow, Hollow Shabriri, and then we're going to use a charged attack here. Oops. Helps if we fill up. Hit him like 3 or 4 times. We'll want to get out of the way for that. flask. Oh boy, I think I missed him. Yeah. That's alright. Not the end of the world. We'll just rebuff to make sure we got him still active. And whenever he goes back, or maybe we can get a better angle on him. Yeah, see. You just gotta get a better angle. Let's see, maybe if we come over this way.
I see.
Hey, what up, Blaze? So we should be able to get the final shot on him here. And now we got the last piece we need for our wondrous physic. We also got a lot of souls. Alright, with that, we are going to... Let's warp to Castle Ward Tunnel. We're going to pick up an extra talisman slot. So, Blaze, if you're still watching my last stream, we picked up somber stones 1 through 6. We're going through these couple bosses so that I have enough to get to the boss and beat the boss to get smithing stone 7. From there, we've got one boss after that, and then we can max our weapons. We don't need to get him. Oh, let's fix our wondrous physic. So we're level 36 currently. All we've done is just level vigor. And so the thing to do here is drink your flask, golden vow, hellish brewery. After that, we're gonna swap to our catch flame and initiate the boss fight. Hopefully we can bait out his jump attack, which we're not. Let's bait the jump attack. I didn't expect him to hit me. Yeah, it could be better, but my buff wore off. And so that's what we wanted. My goal for fighting any of these bosses is to not get hit. So now that we have our second talisman slot, we're going to go back to Atlas and the Royal Capital, and we're going to get a talisman that's going to boost our damage 10% more multiplicatively. So let's go up to Atlas Plateau, and this boss should be done in like 1 or 2 hits at most, I would think. So from Atlas Plateau, we're going to head directly north into our next boss fight to get the ritual sword talisman. We'll be fighting one of the demi-human bosses. Fairly easy. I may or may not die. It all depends on RNG, I guess. But here's our boss, Lux Ruins. Gonna drink my flask, buff with Golden Vow, hit Hollow Shabriri, drink a blue flask, go in and get to work. Done deal. So now that we got that, go ahead, put that on right here. And we're going to go back up to Prison Town Church. Let me just see. Item crafting. So we've only got 4 cracked pots. We're gonna remedy that real quick. I didn't mean to come here. I thought we had more for some reason. We're gonna go to Church of Ella. We're gonna buy 3 pots. And that should give us more than enough. We'll run over here and get another pot. We should be able to walk just right in, grab our shit, and nothing's gonna bother us because we got the beast repellent torch. Might as well, we're right here. Takes 2 seconds. I feel like I'm gonna regret only having 1 health flask for this next fight. Oh, never mind, it's up here. Alright, there's our cracked pot. So now we'll be able to create 8 sleeping pots. That should be more than enough for this next boss. The gatekeeper for the Somber 7. Oh boy, come on. Get out of combat. There we go. Okay. Now we can go to Prison Town Church. Now, if I mess this up, I may or may not have enough to craft more sleeping pots to kill him early. If not, I'll still try and fight him early. I'll just use summons. So, craft as many sleeping pots as you can. Make sure to equip them. And here we go. Now we go through our buffs procedure quickly. We got plenty of time. We're gonna want to rebuff. Nope, that sucked. This dude needs to go to sleep, I know that. Frustrating.
Damn facts BS.
Yeah, I think I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. Let me go to... That's what I forgot to do. We'll go back to Atlas... No? Yeah, back to Atlas Plateau. I told you, I may or may not die. I've done this all a million times. There's so much stuff to remember, and I left out this key part, so rather than have 10% damage bonus multiplicative, we're going to get 20, but we're also going to be a lot squishier. And you gotta love when your RNG is two rolling attacks, almost back to back. But it's whatever. We'll get it done. Go ahead, hit the site of grace. We'll grab that golden seed over there. Hop on torrent. And we're just going to head up this hill here and hang a left once we reach the top. No need to stop and fight anything. We're just going to boogie to the next site of grace. Hopefully be able to sit down before that dude kills us. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. If anything, I'll just keep running. Yeah, look at that. Here we go, site of grace. That right there, I believe, gives you barrage. I'm not worried about getting it. Grab this other golden seed. Those volcanic stones are super invaluable, and especially if you plan to stay low level. You can create the volcano pots, and they do damage over time. Basically, as long as they stand in it, they're getting damaged, and it's really solid no matter what level you are, but especially for lower level. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio on crafting them too. So if you get 100, you can craft 100 pots, I believe. Alright. So go ahead, hit this site of grace. Again, we're not going to be stopping to fight anything. We're just going to grab our shit and get out of Dodge. You got to be careful with this big fire prelate in here. His attack is random as to how it falls, but he's gonna do this attack here, and it's gonna shower down stuff. And we're just gonna make it for this door. This will provide us iframes. Now we're in. Grab this cookbook. We don't need the cookbook necessarily. What we came here for is right over this wall. Fire Scorpion Charm. It's gonna take our damage negation down, but it's gonna boost our attack a lot. At this level, it doesn't really matter because everything's pretty much a one-shot. And we'll go back to Prison Town Church. Before we go, maybe get us another health, Estes. I don't know. I don't know if I got enough. Sure do. Okay. Hopefully, I can get this done. Damn it. I'm gonna quit out and load back in. I forgot to craft sleeping pots. I'm always forgetting something. For anybody watching still, the sleeping pots aren't going to be such a big deal, especially if you're getting dupes. It matters to me right now because I don't have any dupes. Alright, so we'll go through our buffs. We'll go through our buffs again. And you've got all day, really. Yeah, garbage. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'll switch to a different character just so I can show you how and where to get your smithing 7, because I'm not gonna keep trying to go through this boss on stream. I deleted a few characters so that I can make new builds. Let's see. I'm fairly certain I got it done on this guy. Let's see. Volcano Manor. Prison Town Church, Guest Hall. Alright, so once you beat the boss, you get a site of grace. It's called the Temple of Eagle. this will already be down. You would take this path here, look for a way down around the corner here, right here. You would drop down, run all the way around this. Get to this point here, jump off, and continue on up. And just keep making our way across this lava. There's going to be an abductor virgin. All you got to do is just run around it and jump through the window. This door will be closed. Go ahead, open it up. Just know you have this guy right here. And you got one of these crazy madness dudes. What I would suggest doing is after you get to this point, ride this down, and this unlocks a shortcut in case you die. And if you notice, we're back at the Temple of Eagle, where we started. So what we'll do is we'll ride this on up. Let's see. Stone sword keys. I got plenty. The stream that I was doing, you should have more than 2 stone sword keys. You can just run past all this stuff. And you can do this all low level. I've done it at level 1 even. You'll go up these stairs, hang a left, and go through this door. Through this door is going to be one of the things. This is where you're going to use your stone sword keys. Once you use them, let me go ahead and put the torch on. You'll come through very carefully. You'll come to this side, walk off of the edge. Once you walk off of the edge and turn around, there's another doorway. We can go up these stairs and then run up these stairs, killing this guy. Careful coming out this door. You'll turn right. You'll have the assassin's talisman right here. And now all we want to do is make our way down. And so, in order to get down, we just walk off of the first cage, walk off the second cage, and then there's a cage right over there that we're gonna roll to. It should put us on it. There we go. Now we're safe. If you have those volcano bombs like I was telling you, you would use those. And then you won't die to these guys so quickly. But I'm not worried about it because of my level. Whoa. I guess they can grab you mid Ash of War. Should be a couple more in here. Alright, so this is the path here. Just to recap real quick, this is the last one that we fell onto. You'll come through this room, up the stairs. There's going to be an abductor version. Not really a big deal. Do them like we did the last one, run around. Here's your smithing 7. Grab it and fall off. Then we can hit our Site of Grace to de-aggro. And then once we have that, we can go back to Kaled. We'll go to Ferrum Great Bridge. I don't know if I've gotten these yet. I'm almost certain I did, though. And right on the other side of this pillar, yeah, I killed him. Right here is a bright bug that you would kill to get a smithing stone, either 8 or 9. And then once you got that, you would warp over here to Dragon Barrow West. Hop on Torrent. And you're going to head towards this tower. And this arcing tree that's laying down in front of us has a bright bug. And when you kill the bright bug, you get either whichever one, either a smithing 8 or a smithing 9. Okay? And so now we can +9 our weapon. And there's also a stone down here. There's a bunch of loot in this normally, and so I believe it would be right here. And now you can have a smithing 9 or a somber 9 weapon. Once you have a somber 9, you would run through and do Stormvale Castle. Me personally, even on my low level runs, I don't go through the whole shit. I just run right through the front gate. Boss Site of Grace. I kill the boss. Once you kill the boss, you would then go to Round Table Hold. You would talk to these chicks, or this chick, exhaust her dialogue entirely. Then you would go to Gideon, exhaust his dialogue fully. Once you exhaust his dialogue, you would sit, and then you would go talk to Gideon again and exhaust his dialogue. After that happens, you would warp to Fallen Ruins of the Lake up in Liurnia. Hop on Torrent and head kind of like west to the church. You would find Var standing here. You would exhaust this dialogue and he would give you some, let me see, what are they? He would give you like duelist fingers of some sort, bloody fingers. You have the option to either invade 3 times and come back and talk to him, or if you didn't want to do PvP, and as far as PvP is concerned, if you went that route, you could invade somebody's world and leave immediately. Do that 3 times. I don't like waiting. So what I do is I go to the forest spanning Great Bridge. Yeah. Once you're at the Great Bridge, you're going to go through the way waypoint. And this is the part that always gets me. Alright, so from the waypoint, you'll see the big windmill. You'll want to follow the road around to the right and just keep following it right. Like, not the road, but just a path. It should allow you... Alright, so that's where we want to be, is under the bridge. So just make your way down there. There's a site of grace in case you die, and there's also a Statue of America in case you die to this NPC. He can be kind of tough, but there's things you can do to cheese him. I think I used like poison mist on low levels and just held him on the other side of the wall while I casted. So from the site of grace, you're gonna come up behind this convoy. You don't have to interact with anything. If you have it, go ahead, get your... Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and get your beast torch out. There's dogs over here. These guys shouldn't bother you. They shouldn't chase. The dogs will mess with you, though. And so... There's our Statue of America. Right up here, there's a red summon sign, and there is for me too. Once you interact with it, you'll have Magnus invade you. Or I think you invade Magnus is what it is. So what I like to do on low level is get him stuck on the other side of this wall. So you just run around basically, and you cast poison mist, and just keep doing this until it procs poison, and then just keep running from him. Oh, jeez. I was fat rolling because of this torch. But anyways, once you beat him, that'll satisfy Var. Once you beat him, you can go back to Var. You'll talk to him. He'll tell you he needs you to get blood of a maiden on the cloth. And in order to get blood on the cloth, let's go, dogs. You would travel to where we killed Vike, which is the Church of Inhibition. There's another way to get blood, but this is the quickest. So you would just walk up, interact with this, it'll, hit your interact button. Blood will get on it. You go back to Var. You talk to Var. He's basically going to tell you good job and give you the, let me see if I have it. I should. Unless I used it. I think it's a consumable. Let's see. Yeah, it's like the Blood Knight whatever. Once you have that, you use it, and it'll warp you to the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance. From the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance, you run up these stairs. You basically make your whole way through this. And again, you can do this low level. Unfortunately, they patched the Moog cheese, so now you gotta beat Renala to get your third talisman slot. Kind of a bummer. Not the end of the world though. She's an easy enough boss. You're just gonna run through this tunnel. You don't have to stop and fight or interact with anything. You take the path to the right. You can get this if you want. Obviously that guy's gonna chase, not a big deal. Just serpentine and he can't hit you with his daggers. He's still gonna chase. We should be able to get this bonfire and sit down before he bothers you. Once you get to this point, you should already have a +9 somber weapon at this point. You're just gonna run around this way. You're gonna bait this dude out. Come around. Jump the wall. Jump here. Get this chest. And that would be your somber 10. And then you would just make your way to the bonfire, sit, and de-aggro everything. And there would be your maxed weapon. So that's it for my entire series for how to get an early maxed out weapon. You can do this with any somber weapon. The earliest ones to get are the talisman like I had. You can get Death's Poker, you can get Vike's War Spear, you can get the Reduvia. Any of those will work. And regardless on if you're going to use that weapon or not, like, people can dupe you maxed weapons at that point. +25s, +10s, whatever. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. And yeah, I guess drop me a comment. Let me know if it worked for you or not. Take care. Thanks for watching, guys.